Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, I'll be trying something different. I'm gonna start making my videos with gameplay in the background. Now, anyway, I'm gonna be talking about the biggest 10 men in the UFC from most divisions. Listen, at flyweight, listen, buddy, I don't think there's any like quitters at flyweight. Nothing, nobody notable. There's jobbers for sure, like that. Ah, fuck, who's that one guy? Oh, I was gonna put the one guy that retired the last fight night. I forgot his name, but his last fight was at bantamweight. I was gonna put him, but he was a former flyweight, but he's he retired now. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Uh, First off, I'm gonna be talking about Sean O'Malley. Jesus Christ, Sean O'Malley. When the going gets tough, his body language, his corner, you know, they all sort of they have to comfort him, you know. Listen, Sean O'Malley is a great fighter. He was a champion, right? He got Aljo at a like in a quick turnaround, but he's still fucking. It was early stoppage, but he still dropped his ass in the second round. No, but I think his. I see it now. Listen, I was a fool. My last video, I picked him against Morale. I was a fool. I should have picked the guy with the better record, better accolade, who just beats people better, who's on a 10 fight winning streak. You don't go on a 10 fight winning streak for nothing. You know, I'm not gonna pick against the guy that's has more beats. Anyway, this guy, the moment he loses, when he knows it's a close fight, he looks dejected. Like the fight against Petr Yan. Listen, I don't think he knew he was gonna win. And then he goes on defense saying you're a moron if you thought Petr Yan won, which is understandable. That was a very close fight. Now we come to present day. Sean O'Malley has been defeated by Merab Feely, and he was the like when I first saw it, like he knew it wasn't a close fight. He knew it wasn't a close fight at the time. I thought he knew he didn't win. He knew he didn't win. He's going rage baiting, calling out MMA Guru, his new Schmitty, to defend, make the worst video known to man on defending him, saying he won the first 1, 3, and 5, which is crazy. That is no damage was done in the first round. That's so stupid. I'm going off track. But yeah, this guy just has a dejected look about him. His corner had to, I don't know. His corner just basically said, "It's almost over, guys. Like we can go back home and we can watch someone fuck your wife." It's like she in the cuck chair. This guy needs to be motivated. He needs pep talks during a fight. Like this whole event was centered around him, basically. Even though he's not a Mexican, the 306 basically centered around him, trying to build him up, have $20 million event just for him to get, I wouldn't say dominated. He basically did get dominated. I have to rewatch it. But at the time, I didn't think Sean O'Malley even won. He didn't do anything. Merab wasn't affected. I picked O'Malley. Then after the first takedown, I was like, you know what? I'm picking Merab. That shit was too easy. I think he's gonna falter against guys who can, you know, game plan around his striking and take him down. I think him and Corey's the next fight. Anyway, featherweight. Herbert Burns. This guy, Jesus Christ. I guess Gilbert Burns took all the grit and heart from Herbert since he's the big brother. I guess when he was born first, he just took all the heart and grit away from Herbert Burns. Listen, I don't know why Herbert Burns he just falters. When he starts losing, he just likes to lie on the ground, prolong the inevitable. Him losing. I think it went through a decision, right? No, no, it was called off because he didn't want to continue. The ref was getting pissed because Herbert Burns wouldn't stop laying on the floor. And after the fight, he was carried off by his brother. It was, oh my God. That was embarrassing. Is this some sort of humiliation ritual? Why was he carried off? That's the first time I've ever seen another man be carried off like that, not in a stretcher, like by his brother. But I shouldn't give too much. I don't really particularly like him, to be honest. Light. And now we're gonna go to the other division. Lightweight. Lightweight. Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner pisses me off so much because I like him. I like Jalen Turner. Right? I wish the best for him in his career. But this guy could be champ. He's the most dangerous. He's like one of the most dangerous lightweights in the first round. Right? And he's so fucking tall, so lanky. Right? He lands a good shot at you in the first round. He could kill you. But when he faces a competent grappler, oh my God, this guy just wilts. He starts gassing out. He tried to get a walk-off KO on Moicano, like he thought he was the guy. But Jesus Christ, that was it. He really wanted the $300,000. Bro wanted to hit a clip. It was clip for me. The Moicano, you know, isn't a tin man. He has grit and heart. He kept fighting. And Jalen Turner couldn't handle it, you know. I guess he fucking exhausted himself, emoting. God, that, I picked Moicano, but I was uh, I was a bit afraid. I thought Jalen Turner was gonna at that moment. I thought Jalen Turner was the next guy. I was him, but no, I do think Jalen Turner might bounce back. You know, he's not that much of a tin man. He's only a tin man against a guy with like a lot of grit and heart against somebody really tough. He held his own against Dan Hooker, so he's not that much of a thin man. Just that instance, it's just I just can't think of any other lightweight that, like that has no heart. Not that much heart. Now I'm going to welterweight. Leon Edwards. Oh my God! In the trilogy against Usman, his most entertaining fights up to date. When people say they're Leon Edwards fans, no, they're the Edwards Usman trilogy fans. Because other than that, he has no entertaining fights. Apart from the Muhammad when he fought Bilal Muhammad, I like that. I wasn't bored with that fight. I really liked that fight. I was entertained. I was on the edge of my edge of my seat. I like grappling only if it's like cardio grappling, not like smudge grappling, you know, where you just tire out somebody. But besides the point, where look, where he lost the first fight, right? The decision, and then the second fight he was losing, and then I don't think it was a fluke, but you know, it was a he pulled that shit out of the fire. He had to get a pep talk in this fight. He was losing the majority of the second fight. He had to get a pep talk. Then he knocked Usman out. That was one of the most iconic knockouts of all time. And in trilogy, he comfortably beat Usman. You know, Leon Edwards doesn't really take much risk. Even his head kick wasn't a risk. He drilled that. You know, wrestlers like to dip their heads and shit. And against Colby, he, you know, comfortably beat him. He didn't really take any risk. Colby didn't either. Only towards the fifth, the only round you can say he won. was the only round he took risks. I think Colby could have done better if he wasn't such a, I don't know, scared. I don't know, scared of what? Edwards has uh, not a lot of finishing potential, right? He doesn't really have knockout punching power. He knocks out people with a kick that would knock anybody out, and he's not a submission threat. And then his fight with Bilal Muhammad, dear Lord, that that showed to me that he's a drone, right? Anything that's out of his expectations, he can't adapt to it. Everything he does is in the gym, right? Well, no shit, but like he has no like adaptivity, right? He can't like Bilal was outboxing him, out grappling him, basically in the grappling and the wrestling and the striking everywhere. But then, fuck, what round was it where his corner was trying to fucking cut farm? Like, I'm starting to realize that some coaches are genuinely terrible cornermen. But I'm not gonna say bad coaches because I mean they have like ranked athletes. Some of them have ranked athletes, some much less champions, but they are terrible cornermen. Like they don't know like the I don't know. They're yes. I don't fucking with Tim Welch, fucking Clip Farmer, Usman, Edward Stringer. Some of them are just fucking terrible. He just, do you want me to stop this fight, Leon? Shut the fuck up. What? Come on, man. Jesus, Edwards, like he just needs to. I don't think he's gonna touch gold ever again. You know, he's a good grappler. He's very well rounded, but he just has no grit. He just didn't want it, I guess. He wanted to comfortably coast to a decision, but Bilal Muhammad hit him with the walk-off decision on his back, bloodied. People don't really talk about how Bilal was on his back, bloodied. Yeah, I still have it. Fuck, that's welterweight goat. Welterweight goat. He would fold Usman on his back, blood, because that's what goats do. Middleweight Paulo Costa, kind of the same as Leon Edwards, honestly. When anybody really throws a wrench into his game plan, halts his plan, he can't really adapt to it. With Izzy was circling, hitting with Paulo Costa would walk forward at Izzy, and he would plant his feet when he was about to strike. Izzy would circle around him with a jab, leg kick, and eventually he got caught, knocked out, embarrassed, and he's been on a downfall ever since. And his most recent fight, he has heart. It's just not a lot of middleweights that I can say are pinmen, right? This Paulo Costa dude, he's just not as good as we thought. Like he was kind of not wasted potential. I don't know how he doesn't. He's a good boxer, but he doesn't really have power. He has like power that you have to respect, but like at a certain level, like he has T-Rex on him, right? He has like a 72-inch reach. I know lightweight. There are lightweights with that reach. He's got middleweight. He's like 6'1" with a 6-foot reach. He has T-Rex arms, and he can't hit hard. Like usually when you have T-Rex arms, you can hit harder, like in the clinch, but he doesn't. He doesn't utilize his grappling. No, he just. And the only fight he can, like, he's tough, but like, he only has success when someone, the person he's fighting is willing to entertain this fight. Like I think Rob Whitaker was when he fought Costa. That wasn't the like the Rob we usually see. That was a Robert Whitaker that was out to prove something. So he traded with Costa, right? And he Whitaker TKO'd Ikram. Now on to light heavyweight. Oh my God, this guy is the only reason. This guy is known for being tough, but he will, because he will accept a beating on any terms and conditions. He's always game to get his ass kicked. That is the GOAT on paper, Anthony Lionheart Smith. Where do I even begin with this guy? His only crowning achievement is beating a washed Gustafsson. That was before my time, admittedly, but I do know enough about this guy. He fraud checked what was that fucking guy, that idiot that got submitted by a guillotine in 2024. Oh my God, that was awful. He was young. He can fucking hopefully bounce back from that. But he got beat by Vicente from Roman Dolidze on short notice, outstruck. Roman Dolidze is a slow, plotty man at middleweight. I guess he showcased lighter man skill against Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith was in the training camp. I mean, Anthony Smith stepped in, but he stepped in earlier opposed to Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze has less time, and it's not even in the weight class he fights at. And he beat the number 10 ranked light heavyweight in the world. What a joke! What a joke! And his loss against Khalil Roundtree, he was. You got to be something else for your opponent to have so much pity on you that he's doing a wind-up hammer fist, standing up, and you're just cowering. He's known to get beat up, and his opponents feel bad for him. I think I remember an interview. Glover Teixeira I think it was either a ref or Glover was talking about how Glover was talking to Anthony like he was just apologizing, or maybe it was Smith, one of them, where he was just apologizing for beating Smith so badly. He's like, oh, it's just part of the job, and Anthony says it's okay. Oh my God, this guy, like, he just has no physicality. When someone bigger and stronger than him shows up, he just wilts. He can't fucking do it, dude. I don't know. I like Anthony Smith because I think it's funny to root for him because he is very skilled. He's well-rounded, but he's just old and flabby. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that physicality to compete with other light heavyweights in his division. I think a good fight for him would be Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes will obviously win. Like, come on. I think Dominic Reyes could beat Khalil Roundtree. Because Khalil Roundtree is a Dustin Jacoby victim. Like, how does that happen? Oh my, the biggest jobber. Oh, fuck. Okay. At heavyweight, who did I pick? Junior Tafa. Listen, I don't really know much heavyweights that are tin men, but Junior Tafa is like, the Tafas are known to get taken down, and since there's not a lot of skilled grapplers at heavyweight, I think during that fight, Junior Tafa was up against the cage, and he just started mewing, looking at the clock, waiting for it to get ticked down, and listen, he beats people up in the feet. It's like the same thing with Leon and Costa. They can be dominant while they're imposing their will, but the second someone else starts imposing theirs, there's no fight back, right? Like, you can't really fight it. They don't really fight it. They just let it happen. They try to brush it off. Oh, next round. But then he gets, what was it, fucking heel hook? Yes, verbally submitted and then he started throwing a fucking fit after it. This guy is a jobber. He's pretty young, but he's shaped like a pear. Um, I don't know what else to say about him because he's very entertaining on the feet for when he's on the feet and not on the ground. When he's on the ground, he just waits. He just starts mewing and looking at the camera. That shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Is he not trying to get up? He doesn't even try to get up. Um, and that's it for the video. Made it this far. Thank you very much. And see you later. Bye.